Today, Baba is talking about the fact that, electricity or light makes everything work. Yes, so when you have the supply of electricity, then your iron can iron clothes, your heater can heat the water, your a fan can cool the temperature, or your AC can work, and your television can show something on the screen. So all these instruments, they are just instruments, but they can work, or they get activated through light. And Baba says similarly, the soul has virtues, powers, abilities, specialities, but they all need a connection of light. And there are three things that are important that serve as light for the soul. First is the soul conscious stage. So when you're soul conscious, that's the soul is a light. Yes, the soul is a point of light. So by becoming soul conscious, you switch on the light, or you plug into the light. Then second light is Baba. So when you switch on Supreme Soul Consciousness, when you switch into Supreme Soul Consciousness, into remembrance of Baba, then it is like having the light. And then third thing Baba says is your stage should be light. It is your double light stage. It is your angelic stage, or your stage of being detached, or that stage when you are in, you allow yourself to let go of everything of this old world and switch into your double light state of an angel. So these are the three lights that you have to connect to in order for all your virtues, powers, specialities, abilities to work. And just like, when there is no light, then you may have 10,000 machines, but they are of no use. Similarly, every soul has the capacity to be virtuous, to be powerful, to, lot of abilities and specialities in every soul. But when you're body conscious, when you are not tuned into Baba's remembrance, or when you're not letting go, when you're burdening your mind with things that are out of your control, then you switch into the stage where none of your powers and virtues are working. And you see, I was just thinking about this thing that, 63 births, we do not bring benefit to ourselves or to anybody, and we keep depleting ourselves, degrading ourselves through every thought, word, and deed. And this happens because the light has gone out. So we become body conscious. We are no more, we are consumed by the burden of this I and mine, and we have no remembrance, no knowledge of Baba. And now Baba comes and switches on the light. But then Baba always asks us, is your light stable or is it flickering? So are you always in self-awareness? Are you always in the consciousness that you are a soul? Are you always in the consciousness that Baba is with you, or you are in remembrance of Baba? And are you letting go constantly? Or are you in that stage where you are in this world, but nothing of this world sticks into your intellect? That is the double light stage. So, the double light stage or the angelic stage is just like as an angel descends into this earth and does his work and then leaves. So the angel doesn't get attached, the angel doesn't get consumed by what he does. So Baba says, are you in that state? And we need to check ourselves, because many a times Brahmin children, they complain, or they put forth before Baba that my virtues are not working, or powers are not working, or I can't tolerate, I can't adjust, or I cannot be disciplined, or I'm not able to, follow the timetable or the mind table that Baba gives, or I'm not able to be humble or polite, or I'm not able to, I'm not able to cooperate, or I'm not able to discern or decide. So these are the things that children complain about. But then you need to understand that these instruments of virtues and powers will work only when the light is switched on. And the light is constantly switched on. So, even if, the light goes out for some time, then the instruments don't work, right? When there's load shedding, the instruments don't work. So we need to understand the connection between the two. So, are you soul conscious? Now, how do you check whether you're soul conscious or not, or whether you're body conscious? So, so how do you check whether you're soul conscious or body conscious? So, if you are, if anything in this world, in this physical world, starting from the body to sights, to words, to actions, to events, if they are able to influence your mind and pull it away from peace, happiness, power, then that is a sign of body consciousness. Yes, so the thing is, yesterday I was talking to one sister, and she was telling me that this person said so and so, and this person said so and so, and then there were 10 people who didn't stand up for me, and then they all agreed with this person who was saying the wrong thing. And then I said, okay, all that happened, but then what? So she said, I'm hurt. So I said, that's a problem. The problem is not this person said so and so and that person said so and so. Anybody can say anything. But then the problem is, why are you hurt? You are hurt because of body consciousness. So why is something that's happening outside able to disturb you on the inside? Because you are the one attached to the outside. And you need to insulate yourself by tuning into this awareness that I'm a soul and I'm separate. I'm separate from the body. I'm separate from the events. I'm separate from the scenes and sounds and sights of this world. And I have complete choice what I want to think about, what I want to respond to, what I don't want to think about, what I don't want to respond to. But if something is, disturbing you and you're not able to help it, then that's a sign of body consciousness. So, are you soul conscious? And you may plan to be virtuous, you may plan to be powerful. So, nobody wakes up in the morning thinking that I will be rude today or I will be bitter today. Nobody wakes up like that, and especially BKs or children of Baba, we always have this intention that I want to be cooperative, I want to adjust, I want to tolerate, I want to be polite and respectful to everybody, I want to be sweet. You we wake up with that intention. When we sit in Baba's remembrance, we are having that intention. But then, how does that intention change? Because of this body consciousness, because the light goes out. So, because you don't remember you are a soul and nothing can affect you. And if anything is affecting you, it's not because it's there, it's because you are body conscious. It's not because somebody is saying it, but it's because you are listening to them. Yes, I remember there was this one person, and they gave a very, false allegation, and they just threw it on my face, and they said, "This is this is what you have done." And I said, "No, I've not done that." So they said, "No, you, everybody is saying you've done that." So I said, "So, if I tell you you have done this," and I talked about another bizarre thing, and they said, "No, I have not done that." So you see, it's just, I told that person, it's just your word against mine. If, and I'm not going to feel anything if you say, anything to me, because I know what is true and I know what is not true, and it doesn't matter what you think. And then that person, they just backed off because they understood that whatever they were trying to do by saying what they were saying is not working. So it's not what they say, it's that the fact that you are listening to it, the fact that you're opening your heart and allowing somebody to affect it, that is your problem. And that is because you are body conscious. And when you have absorbed the vibrations of the impure world, body consciousness is like, the state where you are very absorbent of all the vibrations, all the actions, all the, messages of this old impure world. And when you so call that in, then what happens is your virtues and powers are not accessible to you. So they become, they take a back seat. They are there, but they don't work for you because all that you're absorbing from the world has weighed you down. So this is why, it's very important to understand why our virtues and powers are not coming to our, not coming at the call, at our call or at our command. So this first thing is, have you switched on the light of the soul? Then second is, are you in Baba's remembrance? Are you taking power, support, love from Baba? So, maybe, in moments, maybe you are not, maybe you have made a mistake. And you are not able to be soul conscious. So there are times when you are not able to get over the attachment of the body. Maybe there's physical sickness, there is lack of physical strength, or maybe there is something gnawing at your heart because of what you did or what you said, and then you are not able to be soul conscious on your own. But at that time also Baba is with you. And if you sit in Baba's remembrance, Baba is going to pull you out of that dungeon of darkness and take you to light. So that is one thing. When Baba's remembrance can help you when you are not able to help yourself. Second thing is, even when we are soul conscious, there are many things which, we have 63 births of rust So, even with soul consciousness, when we try to just be soul conscious, we are not able to come to terms with our actual potential. But when you sit in remembrance of Baba and see yourself as the one who is made in the image of Baba, the one who has the virtues and powers and sanskars of Baba, then you are able to access your greatness, your potential. And this is why Baba's remembrance switches on the light. So I have felt that, just by being body conscious, just by being soul conscious, you are able to overcome the negatives. So, when you are soul conscious, you are able to remove yourself from away from sadness and stabilize yourself in happiness, or you are able to calm your mind and come to peace or let go. You are able to do some things when you're body conscious, but you are not able to realize on your own that you are actually the master purifier, you are the master world server. And these things you don't realize until and unless you sit before Baba and allow yourself to see yourself through Baba's drishti. So it is Baba's vision on you through Baba's remembrance which unlocks the broad and unlimited intellect. When you start seeing yourself in your entirety, when you start seeing yourself in your role as the world server, when you start seeing your position on the world stage, so you start seeing your worth in the context of this, this task of world transformation. So that is something that happens when you sit in Baba's remembrance. It doesn't happen through just being soul conscious. And today Baba is talking a lot about broad and unlimited intellect. Broad intellect. How does your intellect become broad? When you connect your intellect to the one who has the broadest intellect. So Baba is called the Buddhivanu ki Buddhi. So the one who has the broadest intellect. And when you start seeing yourself as Baba sees you, then your intellect becomes broad and you shed those limitations of a limited intellect. So, a limited intellect only sees, a limited intellect is influenced by ego. And even when you kind of remove the gross vices, still, there is this I and mine, which is very subtle. You can't see the whole of you. You can't see your role in this task of world transformation. So, when you have a broad intellect, you are able to see that you are the deity that everybody is calling out to. And, when you have a limited intellect, you listen to the Murli, but then you think that, maybe Baba is speaking to the dadis or to the center nivasis or somebody. But when you have a broad intellect, then you understand that everything that Baba says is for me, not just 1 point, 2 points. So, sometimes children make a comment that today's Murli Baba spoke for me. And then, I always tell them, why every day Baba doesn't speak Murli for you? So Baba is speaking to you, for you, every day, every sentence. But you see, when we are very limited in our intellect, then you think this point is for me and that point is not for me. Because you don't see yourself as the one who, as how Baba sees you. So children think that, the point of divine virtues is for me, but the point of seva is not for me. Yes, or the point of knowledge is for me, but the point of yoga is not for me. But Baba says that when you have a broad intellect, then you understand that I am the one. Have you seen when we are in school and the teacher is talking to you, and then sometimes you just keep looking this side and that side, and you keep checking who is she talking to or who is the teacher talking to, and then they strike you with a chalk and tell you, I'm talking to you. You listen. So, this is what we keep doing until and unless our intellect becomes very broad. And Baba says that then you start understanding how Baba sees you, you start understanding the implications of Baba's knowledge, you start understanding your responsibility, you start understanding your greatness and your divinity. So that happens when you remember Baba. And you are able to access all your virtues, all your powers, because then you are in that consciousness of your you as a great being in your entirety. So Baba says that is why remembrance of Baba switches on the light. And then third thing Baba says is being double light, let go. And this thing, letting go, is very constant. So when we are body conscious, when we are not in Baba's remembrance, then you keep holding on to, it's like you're wearing that dress. So this is a forest of thorns anyway. Yes, and Baba describes this old world as a forest of thorns. But then what if you are crossing a forest of thorns wearing a dress that gets stuck in every thorn? So have you seen that when you are crossing a place full of thorns, then you have to be wearing a dress which doesn't get caught up in every thorn? And what if you're wearing that kind of a dress? Then you will be hurt badly. So Baba says this is a forest of thorns, but then if you're not double light, if you're not moving through this world like an angel, if you are getting, if you allow yourself to be influenced by every little thing outside, then you may plan to be virtuous and powerful, but your virtues and powers don't emerge. Yes, I remember there was this one Mata, and she said that, my mother-in-law and we lived separate always. She said that only 1 year after I got married, I lived with my mother-in-law, and she was not nice to me during that time. And then later, we never lived together. And then she said, now my father-in-law died, and then she had to live with me. And then she said that when she came and lived with me, so I decided that I would be very polite, very nice, very sweet to her, because now I am a BK. And then she said, as soon as she came, she started criticizing me. And then all my politeness and softness and sweetness was gone. And I couldn't be polite and sweet anymore. And then I started giving tit for tat. So you have to be double light. You have to be, you have to have that body of light. Have you seen? So, do you understand that when you have a body of light, then anything can pass through you without affecting you? Yes, everything can pass through you without affecting you. And I remember, there was this one time when I had a vision. So I was, I was just doing yoga, and I was in the subtle region, and I experienced a scene where there was a very powerful storm. And then in that storm, uh, I was seeing myself, moving very, very fast, and I was shaken by that storm. And then there was Baba, and Baba was very still. So the storm was there for both of us, but Baba was unmoved, unshaken, and I was very, all over the place. I was falling. I was, I was kind of getting very affected by the storm. My eyes were hurting. And then I asked Baba, so Baba, how can you stay so stable in the storm? And then Baba said, hold my hand. And I held Baba's hand. And then, my body vanished and I was just a point of light. And then through that point of light, the storm could pass and I was not disturbed. So I was so subtle that I did not fight with the storm. The storm didn't come in my way. So I was a point of light, and the storm was physical, so it couldn't touch me. So, when Baba says become a point, or Baba says become an angel, or become double light, what Baba means is when you have a body of light. So, have you seen, some documentaries or somewhere, you people have created these scenes where there is a body of light, and then you can pass through doors and windows, and you can fly, and you can pass through a person, and then nobody is able to see you, and nothing is a hindrance for you. And Baba says we have to be in that stage where nothing is able to block me, nothing is able to obstruct me. I am just, I can pass through everything very without getting affected by it. So Baba says, be very double light. So and this happens when you constantly keep, so Baba tells us that you are an angel and you have come here to do seva, and as soon as you finish your seva, you go back to your angelic world. So see yourself like that. You are an angel that descends, does the work, goes back. So always stay in your angelic state, just come, do the work, and go back. And Baba says, then all your virtues and powers will work. And Baba today also says that those who are having broad and unlimited intellect, those children, they sit on Baba's heart throne. Baba loves those children because, it's not a matter of doing some seva or contributing something, but when you realize who you are, then whatever Baba asks us to do becomes very natural. It becomes very constant and continuous. So it's not like you you are serving through your mind sometimes. No, when you have a broad and unlimited intellect. Does Baba serve sometimes? Does Baba stay virtuous and powerful sometimes? No. So when we connect our intellect to Baba and we sit in Baba's remembrance, then we become like Baba. And then we are constantly knowledgeful, constantly powerful, constantly serving. So Baba says, those children I like, those who become Vishal Buddhi, those who become broad intellects. And Baba today also says that you have to do everything praiseworthy now. So there are two words, praiseworthy and worship worthy. And Baba says, you will not be. So when in the copper age, devotion starts, bhakti starts, then people praise deities and worship deities. Now they worship the bodies and they praise the acts, right? So they sing songs, or they sing they sing of the greatness of the acts of deities, and they pray, they worship the bodies through idols. And Baba says, your body is not pure right now. So the body that is worshipped is the deity body that you will have tomorrow. But the acts that will be praised in bhakti, those acts you have to perform now. And how do devotees praise deities? They say, you are the ones who remove us from sorrow, you are the ones who purify us, you are the ones who heal us, you are the ones who, give us joy, take us to happiness. So Baba says, on my directions, on my Srimad, you are the ones doing all these acts now. So when you are serving on my directions, you are doing seva, then you are basically creating that, doing that act which will be praised in bhakti. So Baba says, you have to create that fortune now. And you will have bodies that will be worshipped in Satyug, but you will not perform those acts in Satyug. Those acts have to be performed now. And then Baba says, there is this worshipping of Jagadamba and Lakshmi. So Baba says, Jagadamba is your Sangam Yugi form. And when people go to the temple of Jagadamba, they ask for everything. And when they go to the temple of Lakshmi, they ask only for wealth. So Baba says, you are the ones who give everything right now. So anybody who who comes to you and understands knowledge, recognizes Baba through you, they get everything. And that's why the Sangam Yugi form is called Jagadamba. And then when you are in Satyug, you will only have wealth. You will not be able to give anybody anything else, no knowledge, no powers, nothing. So that's the worship of Sri Lakshmi. But Baba says you have to tell the secret that those who become Jagadamba now will become Lakshmi tomorrow. So these are connected. So there are many points in the Murli. You read the Murli carefully. Om Shanti. Anybody wants to share something, please do.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Today Baba is saying that soul conscious state works like an electricity. without electricity, nothing works here. Just like that, soul conscious stage is that gives us virtues and powers. We don't have to practice much about it, but main is soul conscious stage.
Correct. Okay. Thank you. Anything
And
else?
nothing of this world should pull us. It happens only in body conscious state.
Correct.
So main practice is soul consciousness. Thank you, Didi. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Om Shanti. Anybody else?
Om Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti.
I would like to share one first point, that is, Baba has explained this as a forest of thorn. And yes, we in this forest of thorn, we get stuck in one or the other thorn, but it is due to the dress that we are wearing of body consciousness. So to be not to be influenced, we need to be double light, and we need to practice it more. That if we are light, then everything is passing through me. So nothing is there which I am resisting.
Yes.
So this is something very very good. And Sangam Yogi Swarup is Majagatamba. That is when we give Gyan, then through this Gyan, people can get everything they want. And when we become Satyugi, then the Swarup is of Lakshmi, when we can give well. So thank you, Didi.
Thank you. Om Shanti. Yes, anybody else would like to share? Okay. So Om Shanti.